under attack. Need help.
Last week on Adventure Awaits, upon hearing some cryptic words uttered by Tehoman, Domash bolts out of the temple. EP follows suit, advising him to think about the situation instead of blindly running off without backup. Meanwhile, Rats assembles a long-distance communication computer left by Tehoman and his minions. After rebooting it, Rats proceeds to read messages that the cultists had sent, including one in particular to someone in the diaspora named Nugensmeer. Rats soon realizes that their mission just got extended. After locating tracks leading up the mountain, EP and the gang makes the trek and comes across some ruins with a humanoid figure lying motionless on the ground. Everyone begins sprinting towards the ruins with Domash in the lead. He comes to a halt, dropping to his knees, turning the body over, and he sees his mother clinging to life. EP and Rats manage to stabilize her and then head back down the mountain. At the temple, they use the cult's communication device to radio for help getting back to civilization. Rats uses it for one final, threatening message. Tehoman is dead. We're coming for you next. Please make sure to follow us on social media, leave a review on your podcast app, and share us with your family and friends. We love making this podcast for you, and we're excited to see where it's heading. Thank you for your continued support. And now, for this week's episode, better strap in.
All right. Snapple fact number 1329. Getting up there. There is an uninhabited island in the Bahamas known as Pig Beach, which is populated entirely by swimming pigs.
I think I've read that before.
Where's that at?
The Bahamas?
The Bahamas.
Yeah, you can go swim with piggies.
That's disgusting.
Yes.
I think I saw that in Minecraft.
Yeah.
Oh.
I've seen it in Florida.
I swam near it in Haiti. That was gross.
They poop everywhere.
No, we got to Haiti and we're like swimming. There's like a beach area. This is like, I don't know if it's west or north side of it, but we were swimming and we looked up and like all of the natives, the Haitians, were like way down the beach. And, you know, we're all just swimming and we look right behind us and there's like an outhouse just emptying into the beach. There's like animals and pigs walking around. We're like,
oh, that's real gross.
So that's disgusting.
Disgusting.
Yeah, that's real gross.
Well, if I didn't have any other deterrents to go to Haiti, that's another one.
Well, there you go. So you were picked up from this temple and you have Dr. Solstarny with you, Domash's mother. I was listening back to the recording, too. I think we just left, like, the other cultist that was still unconscious.
Yeah.
Because I remember that you made clearance for, like, 6. Yeah. So that dude's gone. But who cares about him?
Oops.
He's dead now.
I mean,
they'll start a new life.
I mean, their whole thing's like dying, right? Like, that's their whole shtick.
Yeah.
So, I mean...
That's what he wanted.
Yeah, I guess.
I'm upholding the cause by dying slowly in a temple unknown to the universe. Ah!
We're just being thoughtful.
Yeah, we're just making sure his final wishes are granted. You can always just jump off the mountain, too, I guess.
Yeah, that would work.
So you're making your way back, flying over Ukalam, and I imagine you're looking out the window, and you're just seeing all of that land that you traversed for 2 weeks. And here, you're just buzzing by it, you know, probably recalling those near-death experiences, the Kakarikis, Versinia.
Probably seen that bridge that collapsed, or where that bridge collapsed at.
I can't see it. It's too far away.
Somebody described it to you with a picture.
Yeah. We're like, hey, remember that time we went over that bridge and it collapsed?
Oh, yeah.
We just flew over it.
Yeah, we just flew over it.
That time you turned into Groot?
Yeah, I remember that.
The pilot kind of is looking back, talking to you guys during the trip, and says, well, you guys must be pretty special. I don't often send aircrafts out of Ukalam.
Yeah, he's blind.
Sorry to hear that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not every day we get to fly over Ukalam. I always wanted to do it. I've heard it's a pretty beautiful countryside, but red tape around here. I just want to thank you guys for giving me a chance to see this from the air for once.
Yeah, thanks for bringing us back. We really didn't want to walk back.
Me neither.
All right.
So, guess you guys are all ready to get back to real life.
Yeah, I'm kind of over this. I was over it a week ago.
She was over it the minute we stepped
That's
down
true.
to Terhala
What
Point.
What were you guys doing out there?
It's classified information.
It's being studied by top men.
Top
Understood.
top man.
I understand the chain of command. Understand.
I'm just over there, like my eyes closed. It's like, oh, top man. I imagine Domash is sitting like. I like to imagine it has like this is like a ship that has like open sides.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like old helicopters used to. You could like have your legs sit out, and he's just kind of like staring out at the place that he might not ever come back to again. So you just kind of get like a mental picture of all of it.
Yeah.
Just leaving your dad behind.
Yeah, my real dad's dead somewhere, I guess.
Just start taking some pictures. You can take pictures, right?
I'm not going to.
No,
I
okay.
imagine rats would want to never see this place ever again.
I'm saying for Tomas.
The sides of the thing are open. Rats is just peeing out of the helicopter.
But the wind is
Spraying
like
it back
causing
in
it to.
Worth it.
I thought you were going to say that he was like as close to the center as possible to stay away from it.
Fuck this jungle.
I pissed on your jungle.
You have one of the kids arc shoot like a thing, like a thorn at you.
Oh my god.
Ah! They got me.
So what took you 2 weeks to get to only takes a couple of hours, and it kind of makes you like,
It makes me really
damn
depressed.
it, like this sucks, man. I mean, we almost died out there with all this bullshit.
You know what? I wonder. Do you think if we would have been able to make like a high enough check, do you think they could have flown us out? Oh, I guess they wouldn't have known where it is.
We could have just hijacked something.
Yeah, that one.
That would have worked perfectly.
Well, it would have.
I disagree, but that's why we don't take your suggestions.
Yeah, that's true.
After a little bit of time, you see Terhala Point come into view. What was just a stop along the way now has got to feel like a little bit of a home, away from home. And you fly over the high walls. These things are like 10, 20 feet in the air in some places. You see the old gun batteries that are lining the walls that used to defend this place back during the wars with the Formians. And you sat down on a helicopter pad, a landing pad area. Blades wind down, and a team of doctors rush up. We've been informed that you have sick and injured. We're ready to take them now.
Yeah, Domash kind of like helps his mom out and she's like, oh, hey, she needs medical attention pretty quick. Like lets them take her, go wherever they need to go.
And they have a vehicle standing by. They just hustle her right in. And Dr. Al-Nuwaf comes up to the group and says, I'm really glad you made it back. There's a lot of people out there that didn't think you were going to make it, man, but my money was on you.
I forgot about that.
We'd love to
guy's
have
voice.
you tell us everything that happened while you were out there, but I know you'll probably need some time to rest. So Terhala Point is your home for as long as you need it to be. And when you're ready to leave, I will be sure to inform the gate people that you're ready to head back to Kabarat. But please, take your time, make yourself at home. We'd love to come by and talk to you sometime about your adventures.
Thanks, Doctor.
No problem, man.
That's funny.
So they're shuffling Domash's mom and Dr. Solstarny off to the hospital. What do you guys want to do at this point?
Rest and recharge. Literally. Because, like, all of our suits are, like, depleted at least halfway, I think.
Yeah. it was
I would
happening.
love a cold shower. That would be great. Because,
Just any kind of shower.
Yeah, like
well,
any shower at this point would be welcome.
I'm fine with a cool shower. That would be, it was hot out there.
So you guys kind of just turn in for the evening.
I think that's a good idea.
Domash, well, you guys kind of all had your own separate rooms, right? I can't remember.
I thought we were all in one, right?
Oh, were we?
I think so.
Okay.
No.
No, well, fuck me then, I guess.
Yeah, fuck you. We had the discussion about the rats putting things together, thinking that
Yeah,
it's some kind of weapon, and then we all went to separate rooms afterwards.
that's right.
So you all bed down for the night. Rats, I imagine you're kind of trying to just catch up on everything. You've been away from technology for so long. I mean, are you like kind of in quiet contemplation, or are you just like right back on the computer checking things out?
I think Rats actually is going to try and send some of his... He's going to let the doctors have a look at some of the pictures that he had taken over the course of the trip.
Okay. Just like fulfilling an obligation, or are you like very interested in the results from being out in Ukalam?
If they can tell me anything more about it, that would be great.
Okay.
But I feel like one guy had a monopoly on all the information from where we've just been. And so Rats is kind of putting his stamp on it, like...
I did this.
Yeah.
This is my mark on history.
Yeah.
So yeah, you take this to Dr. Anuwaf, and he's like, well, we always knew that Hakim was kind of arrogant and full of himself, but a lot of the data that you brought to me shows that everything he thought was wrong.
Yeah, it was all false and very bad.
Yeah, this is fascinating that you were able to learn all this stuff. We will definitely update this in the archives and the files, and we'll make sure that you get the credit for it. What's on? How should we put it down in the archives?
Yeah, he looks down and then like thinks about it for a minute, and it like means a lot to Rats to hear it, but it probably for the doctor, he's like, why is he taking so long to answer this?
Just a name. Come on now.
And he looks back up and he's like, my name's Twick.
Twick. You're super famous if you go by one name, I take it.
Yeah, you're right.
All right, well, we will put it in as Twick. Thank you so much for your services out there. If there's anything else you ever learn along the way, we would love to put this into the library to illuminate this. This is a great mystery that we have been working on for quite some time.
I think Rats is kind of interested specifically in the constellation coordinate things that we found in the temple. If he can glean any information about those.
About the depictions and things that you saw in the temple, not what you found on the computer.
Right.
Okay. Okay, so just kind of learning about the general, what all those constellations are.
Yeah.
So he's looking...
Well, because in specific, we found one that shouldn't exist, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes,
so
yes.
That's, he's very curious about that.
Okay. Yeah, so you're talking to the doctor about that, and he's like, well, all of these constellations that you see here in the pictures, they are very common here on Castaville, but this gate of 12 suns, it looks like, this is something that we only recently discovered. But apparently the elves, they discovered this long ago. What it is a mystery to us. It is very far away, and nobody has really been able to get there at this point. But we will continue to research what we can, and I will let you know. But it sounds like you will have a better chance of finding out what it is than I will, because I am stuck on Casterville.
All right. Well, I'm gonna go sleep for 12 hours.
And take all the time that you need, man. So Rats goes back to sleep. EP, the doctor gives you a call over the comm system, and he's kind of like, he says, I wanted to let you know that we have been talking since you left the facility and thought that you might want to come here with us and help us study Ukulam. Having someone like you who is of the wilds and knows what it is like out there would be very valuable to us here. You could see things in ways that we could not. Tell me, I mean, are you happy being on that station? I mean, it is like a tin can, man. Here, this is where you would be at home. I mean, would that interest you at all in coming to work here with us?
That's interesting.
It's a big decision for you, Kevin.
Yeah. I think...
You prepared to make this decision like right here, right now?
EP says...
Wait, can I how are you communicating with him right now?
I'm talking to him over the intercom.
So can you do that over the intercom?
I can data check.
Oh, okay. Alright.
He's thought of this stuff. Don't worry about
Yeah,
it.
that's why I bought that augmentation.
Ah, nice.
Makes it easier.
The cable comes out of where your dick would
Oh,
be.
God.
No.
He's just standing next to the intercom with his pelvis out.
Dimash walks in. Oh, hey, like... Oh, sorry, P. I didn't know you wanted some quality time. You could have just hung a sock on the door or something.
Go away.
I'm busy.
Shit, that's funny. I think... Okay. Oh, God. Let me sleep on it. That's not my voice. I've totally lost my voice.
You said it earlier
Well,
when
you
you
were
said
out
go
in the
away.
wild. You were out in the wild for quite some time. It's natural that you might have some allergies or something, I guess.
What? I'm allergic to all this bullshit.
He's gonna be like, he's gonna sleep on it, I guess. Yeah.
That is no problem. And if you decide that you do not want to do that right now, just know that so long as I am here at the outpost, that I will keep a space open for you on our team.
And then he has a stroke.
Does it smell like burning toast in here, man?
So everybody goes to sleep. The next morning, you wake up. Rats, you get a call like on your, or you get like email or whatever they have in the future.
Email.
And
Wait.
Super email.
We have email now. We in the future?
Yes.
Yeah.
sweet.
The future.
It's 2019.
is now.
We went from last year to having nothing to this year, interstellar travel. In
An email.
an email.
Yeah.
You get a bunch of messages. They're all from your little brother, Twim. Kind of just like updating you.
Oh, I thought I changed my email.
Kind of just updating you on everything. Because you remember last time you saw him, he was playing in the tournament.
tournament.
Yeah.
Didn't he
So-
lose because someone cheated?
Well, Rats kind of saw something, but he wasn't like 100% sure what it was. But yeah, I mean, he was winning, and then all of a sudden he lost. And so you get a series of emails from Twim, and you learn basically that there was an investigation, and the vid game event had been rescheduled, and it's going to take place in a week at Absalom Station.
Just enough time for us to get back, maybe.
Maybe.
I boost the engines.
Well, we have to roll too, I think, right? No.
Yeah, you got to roll.
Shut up.
Yeah, but Castroville's really close, so it's only going to be like I think it's 1d6.
It's 1d6, yeah.
Is it per person or just 1d6 total?
It's 1d6 total.
Huh.
Yeah.
That mini adventure, we went really
yeah,
far.
that took like 3 weeks to get somewhere or whatever.
Yeah.
Well, I thought everybody rolled the die.
That's because it was like a 4d6.
I thought it was like 7. Oh, wait. Yeah.
Journey.
Yeah.
But so you're kind of reading this stuff, and I imagine you kind of look into it, and basically like the news stories say like, yeah, there was some kind of cheating going on, and they investigated, the authorities looked into this and found out that the cheater was the person that he was playing against. His name was Sig Helnia. He's a human, young guy, and about 16 years old. And like as you're digging in through all this, you kind of see like, well, this guy he's never cheated before. He's been like pretty honorable guy, and all of a sudden he's like doing this. So like kind of strikes you as a little weird at first, but nevertheless, that's what's happened. They investigated. This guy's been kicked out, and the tournament's going to be resumed, and your brother is going to be matched up with the next competitor, and this is going to take place in about a week.
I know it's like the junior tournaments or whatever, but the like famous vid gamers typically have sponsorships from different companies. So does this guy have any kind of affiliation with anything, or is he just another rando?
No, this guy was pretty well known. I mean, it's still the junior, but I mean, he's been around. He's had some minor sponsors, no like major corporations or anything like that. But a lot of them were just on Akiton, which is where the tournament was taking place. So, and Akiton doesn't have. I mean, there's the wealth is like in a very small place.
Yeah.
So this guy was more like garnering up like smaller donations from several businesses, trying to make his way into it. Okay. And he was largely considered a safe bet, and very honorable. So it was really weird that all of a sudden he's cheating.
Weird. Are there any like messages from Twem in specific?
Twem, basically, he's just like no real specific messages. Specific, but basically just like keeping you updated. Like, hey, brother, there was some kind of cheating going on. They investigated it. I don't know what's going on, man, but it's not right. But I'm going to keep you posted. And then later on, he's kind of sends you another message, like after all this has kind of been investigated, and he's like, hey, brother, I just want to let you know we're going to be at Absalom. If you're there, I'd love to have you come watch it. It's going to be down in Jatambe Park. We're going to do it open air. It's going to be really sweet. And then you start to hear, like, as his emails progress, that there's like a little bit of concern in his voice. Like, he's not expressing everything. What that is. Like, is he just nervous? Is he... What is it? You don't know. But, yeah, there's like this unease in his voice. And I think from what you'd know from your brother is he's a pretty confident guy. He's got his big brother who kind of taught him everything.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, basically that. Like, hey, come watch me.
He's probably worried about...
what's
sorry,
that?
He's probably worried about stepping on the grass. They don't like that there.
But yeah, I mean, he's basically like, yeah, I'm doing this for the family, all that stuff. I've learned from my big brother. Come meet me.
Yeah, Twick records a message to send back to him, I guess.
Okay.
Hey, Twim, I just got back to civilization. Got a chance to read through all the information he sent me. I saw the event on the before we went out on this ridiculous trip. It was bullshit. But with any luck, I think I'll be back at Absalom Station by the time the event happens. So, your big brother will be there rooting for you. Give my love to the family. Twick out.
Domash,
What's up?
you get a knock on the door.
I'm busy. There's a sock on the door. No, I'm kidding.
He's fucking his intercom too.
This doesn't feel as good as EP made it look like. He walks up and opens the door.
You open the door, and there's a man standing there with the biggest grin on his face, and he says,
No.
"Hey, look, there's a little buckum." And it's a look of it's your dad standing there.
Oh!
All right, Dad, just to let you know, I met my other dad out there. No, I'm kidding. Who are you? He kind of like, he's like stunned. Like, he's like, hi, Dad. Wasn't expecting to see you here. Not that I'm disappointed. I guess you heard about Mom then.
Yeah, I heard about her about a week ago. And I sure wish I could have been here for her, but I was down in Solvrian, other side of the world, mate. And well, you know how your father is. He's always looking for the next adventure. But I as soon as I got wind that your mother was in trouble, I left the chance of a lifetime to come back and see her. But it was too late. Imagine my surprise when I heard you were back here, saving the day.
He don't much kind of chuckles. He's like, well, you're not the exact homecoming I was expecting, but and he kind of like puts his hand on his shoulder and goes, look, that out there, that's something I don't want anybody I know and love to ever have to go through. I had to do things that are going to haunt me the rest of my life. And, I mean, was it worth it? I mean, I got Mom back, but I just can't talk about it right now. Like, he's just, like, looking away now.
That's alright, Buckham.
Welcome.
It's, I understand you took a lot on your shoulders. And me and your mum, when you headed off into the stars, we was like, man, we're never going to see him again. But we knew that you had a calling out there. And that's where your heart was. But seeing as you come back here now, well, I don't know. Is fate telling you it's time to come back home? Or were we just lucky to see you for a little while?
Domish kind of like walks back over and like sits on the bed for like, and he just goes like, you know, when we got back from the Drift Rock back to Epsilon, I thought maybe this wasn't what I was meant to do. But now, you know, I thought, you know, bad luck. I'll keep it going. And I mean, I got to come home, which was fun. I was planning on stopping by at one point and seeing you guys anyway, just to kind of say hi, but obviously plans changed.
Not the family reunion we imagined.
Exactly. And he like kind of looks up at him and he goes, but this team that I'm with, the things that we've learned, I can't leave them behind to stay here, knowing that there's a bigger threat to everybody. Like, if I have a chance to stop what I assume is a huge cataclysmic event, I'm going to try to do it. Again, speculation. We're not 100% sure, but
wow,
signs are pointing to something crazy going on out in out in the drift or whatever. So yeah, trust me, as much as I'd love to come back here and work with you again, I think I owe it at least to the Starfinder to try to finish this out.
Listen, son, I totally get what you're saying, and I'm not surprised you got yourself wrapped up in saving the world. Little Buck, I'm always heading out into the jungle, Every week had a new mission adventure. And, me and your mom, we loved hearing them stories about you coming back and telling us how you saved this or how you saved that. I just want you to know that when time's right, we're here for you. But till then, I understand you got to take care of your family out there, too.
Yeah, he kind of like there's like some tears like pulling at his eyes, and he's like, "Oh, have you seen Mom yet? Like, have you gone and seen her yet?"
No, I was coming to see you first. I wanted to say I'm sorry I wasn't there for you, but I thought at least when we go see your mother, we could be there together.
He kind of like again, he like stands up and he like hugs his dad and goes, yeah. How about you go ahead of me for a little bit? I have some stuff I gotta take care of real quick. But, I'll be there in a little bit. I feel like some husband-wife time is needed. Ugh. That's not what I mean. Shut up.
Oh, yeah, sure. Yeah, well, and he kind of like kind of moves his arms to the side a little bit, like not sure what to do. And he's like, but yeah, all right. Well, I'll see you there.
Yeah, I'll see you there.
And he walks down the hall.
Like right as Domash like tries to close the door, like he goes to close the door, like he looks out onto Terhala Point, and for a brief second, it looks like he sees like Tahoman standing off.
Oh wow!
Away, and he kind of like shakes his head, and it's not there, and he shuts the door.
Interesting.
He's like, heat must be getting to me or something.
Chemo.
Yes.
What are you doing this morning?
Wait. I'm sorry. It really sounded like you said chemo.
Chemo.
Oh my god.
What's Chemo doing this morning?
She is just trying to gather, I guess, her strength after spending 2 weeks out in the wilderness. Rejuvenating herself.
Just having a spa day.
Yeah, that's right.
It's a me day.
Somebody knocks and there's like steam and everything like pouring out of my room. Like,
Treat yourself.
Yeah.
Treat yourself, girl.
Now, she's been thinking that for a while now, she knows that she has to tell the team something important, even though it's been a while since it's happened. She's just trying to figure out how to break the news to them that Krios' body has been taken. And so she's just kind of been thinking about that to see what the best way to break that to them is. Because, I'm sure there's going to be a lot of questions, and she doesn't really know why her old boss wanted him. So, yeah. I think she's just taking this time to try and get her head together and collect herself.
So it's about lunchtime. Dr. Al-Nawaf calls you all down to get together and eat, talk about things. And when you get down there, now I forget the name.
Solstarny?
No, not Solstarny.
Mahali?
Mahala.
Oh, she came all the way
Mahali.
from
Or Kabarat?
Kabarat.
Dr. Mahali is down there, and she looks at all of you and she says, "Thank you. Thank you for saving a close friend and colleague. Thank you for saving whom I hope to be a close friend and colleague in Shadari Shes.
Thank you for saving your own mom.
You've you've all done the university a great service. And beyond that, science. If we had lost these minds, who knows what else would have been lost. I want to thank each and every one of you." She pauses a moment. "I want to let you know, although it's probably not in your plans, that if you would like to, you could get free tuition to the university for up to 3 years. If that is something that you all would like to do. It's just our way of saying thanks. I know it's not adequate, but we would like to do that. For those of you that's not a possibility, we could give you a research grant of 1,000 credits in lieu of a scholarship. You would have to spend it in a way that honors the spirit of the giving, but if you can't attend, this is another thing we could do to say thank you.
A lot of decisions being made in this episode.
It's very generous, Doctor. If I may, I would ask that I could gift my scholarship to one of my family members.
Absolutely. How could we say no after what you all would just put yourselves through?
You know what? No, you can't do that.
Now, this is a scholarship to just the entire college and not just her section.
Well, you could go to the university for up to 3 years, or they will give you 1,000 credits. I mean, what you decided to pursue in that study is up to you. You don't have to necessarily go to her branch, but yeah. Absolutely, just let us know where to send it.
You got it.
I've also been speaking with Dr. Alnawoff, and we will continue to study all the information that you've provided us and let you know anything that we learn, should it help illuminate the Starfinder Society's missions here. Barring that, if you're ready to return, I've secured access to the gates, and we can return to Kabarat at any time.
That's good news. I'm ready to get out of this fucking jungle.
Delmar's kind of think like, I have just one more thing I have to do before we go. And he I guess walks off to wherever, like a medical tent or whatever, or like a hospital tent or whatever.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
He just goes off there. He kind of I don't know, there's I guess if it's a tent, knocks on the pole that's in the middle, oh, anybody home?
Yeah, it's a modern hospital facility, so yeah.
I wasn't sure how big this place was.
So, I assume you're trying to make your way to your mother?
Yes.
Yeah. So, yeah, you walk into the room, your father's there, sitting next to the bed, holding her hand. They're kind of laughing a little bit. Mother weakly still, recovering, but she's awake.
Well, glad to see smiles on all your faces. Probably it's been a while. He kind of sits down, he's like, we're about to head back. We're leaving. So I thought I'd come to say goodbye. For now. I'm sure I'll be back. And you can see, he's trying to fight back, tears.
Your mother, she reaches over and puts her hand on your arm, and she's like, Tomasz, we know that your calling is out there. But just know that we are there with you in spirit, so...
Here goes.
This really isn't goodbye.
Of course it's not goodbye. Just a see you later. You don't worry, I'll be back.
I'm gonna save the world.
Watch, I'll die in the next episode. I'll be really mad.
I'll be back.
I'll be
in
back.
ashes.
In
a coffin.
In a coffin. In an urn.
We love you, son.
That's
right, we do.
I love you guys too. And he hugs them both.
Hey, don't forget to write.
Yeah. All right. And he leaves. He's and he stops when we're right for the door, and he's like, yeah. He just shakes his head and he continues on.
And then he pulls out his own journal that says Domash's journal, but it's only got 1 page written in it.
Yeah, and it says "fuck this jungle." No, it's the journal, but he hands his journal back to his dad. He's like, "Oh, Dad, by the way, your journal. I should probably give it back. I don't want to lose it. And he like as he's handing it to him, he's like, one sec though. There's a few things that were written in there, I believe. Just kind of stay away from the back pages. You'll be fine.
Yeah, so like as you're walking out the door, he's like, oh, all right. And then you make your way down the hall, and he's like, what idiot wrote in my book here? This is fucking stupid.
Yeah, he starts laughing. When he like meets up, he's like, all right, I guess it's time to get out of here.
So you guys make your way back, and they schedule a time for you to leave. And you're heading up towards the gate. And you're making your way through security, and you're standing there like right on the precipice of the Ayadari.
And I guess the doctor on the off.
On the off, yeah.
I guess if he's within 30 feet, I like talk to him. My throat is killing me, so I'm not going to do the voice. I'm sorry.
We'll digitally.
I knew you were going to make that joke. But he basically says, like he's going to take a rain check, basically. Like there's Absalom Station needs a lot of help.
No problem, man. Just make sure that you know that it is always available to you here.
And then I was also thinking the college thing. I could come back. He's a medical assistant. He has a doctorate.
Nice.
Dr. EP.
So I thought that was interesting.
Drip.
I'll take a rain check on that college tuition too.
What was everybody else going to just take the 1,000 credits then?
No, actually, Kima was kind of along the same lines as Rats / Twick. I don't know what we would be calling you at this point, but
Whatever you want.
I'm gonna keep calling them Rats.
Yeah. Without, I mean, she doesn't have any youngins in her family that would need this, so I mean, I don't know if you want to have the conversation, but I was going to ask Rats if he had any other use for another one of these scholarships. Otherwise, she just wanted the doctor to give it to some needy student that would need it instead. So I don't know how big your family is.
They're rats, so there's
I
50
know.
of them.
He has 1d12 kids. Siblings.
Do they actually have that in the core rulebook? You know?
Oh, I don't know.
I don't think so.
I mean, I figured he had a big family, but
Well, I have 11 brothers and sisters, so yes.
okay, but who would actually get the most use out of it? Like, are they all intelligent enough?
Well, the only plot relevant one has been Kim.
Right, yeah.
Come up with 11 names right now on the spot.
Slappy 1, Slappy 2.
I'll give this to Slappy 12.
But yeah. I figured all that wasn't like all hashed out, so maybe it gets given to you if needed. So, yeah.
I'll take it.
There's so much doing with it.
I don't really know. I mean, like I said, he doesn't have any siblings either.
I was gonna say, I think that you would like it. Like, I feel like
I probably
Like after the adventure.
I
you
was probably gonna keep it as like a if when I come back, I can.
yeah.
The 3 years?
Yes. Can't even get a bachelor's degree out of it. I can get an associate's degree.
There you go.
I have one of those.
Me too.
It's pretty useless.
Same.
So you're waiting at the gate. Dr. Mahali, Dr. Solstarny head through first. And then Dr. Al-Nuwaf is saying his thank yous and goodbyes. And the rest of you head through. And in a moment,
I apologize.
you're on the other side of the planet. And where it was noontime, now the sun is low on the horizon.
Time to sleep for 12 hours.
Yeah, my sleep's gonna be way off.
So
You-
my normal sleep schedule.
You kind of all like slightly disoriented as you like come out of this instantaneous transport, and you see Dr. Solstarny and Dr. Mahala standing there. And Dr. Mahali walks over to the group, and she again says, "Thank you so much," to each of you, kind of shaking your hands. Thank you, Rats. Thank you, EP. Thank you, Domash. Thank you, Kima. And as she turns away, she like kind of bows her head a little bit, and then you see the Detective Leokas walk up with his partner and says, "Is this the one?" And Dr. Mahali like, "Yes," and she kind of just keeps her head like hung in shame, and she's like, "All right, Kima, by the authority of the Cabaret law enforcement agency, I place you under arrest for a lot of illegal stuff, which we'll go over later."
Oh,
And he brings out the
freaking
handcuffs.
joy.
Do you resist at all?
If you have to fight the police, I'm not helping you.
Listen, okay, I'm going to go with you willingly, but I do hope you realize that I was just now part of a huge rescue operation. I've done way more good than a couple bad off days here, so we'll figure it out later, I guess.
All due respect, ma'am, that's not for me to decide.
I understand that. That's why I'm not wasting my breath on you.
He puts the handcuffs on you, and they escort you away. And as you pass by Dr. Mahali, she just says, "I'm sorry, it's out of my hands." And they escort you off. The rest of you are left there at the gate, standing next to the doctors.
Well, fuck.
Domash is kind of just like looking around for a minute. He's just like, I mean, what do we do? I mean, I'm not gonna go break her out of prison or whatever, but I mean,
What's bail?
yeah. What,
I know. Y'all just end up back at Absalom Station. I don't know. She died in the wilderness.
You use the money from your grant.
I just gave it away.
does a thousand credits cover it? Well, let's see the list of the charges. We have, the fire thing.
There's only
and then
two big things.
murder in the first degree,
I could
was
claim some
self-defense.
self-defense. It was excessive, but it was self-defense.
I think going excessive kind of eliminates the self-defense.
No. There's a big group of them.
That's
That's
three
what
of
she
them.
said.
And two of them didn't die.
Yeah, I mean, what do you guys... Kima's gone. She's being escorted away. What are the rest of you doing?
Let's just go back to Absalom. I'm kidding. I'm kidding, guys. It's just a joke. I'm kidding. We have to go get Kima back.
I have no idea.
I mean,
We just got out of a whole big experience in this.
hold on. Let's look on the interwebs. The government of Cabaret.
Yeah, let's go look.
How long does it take for this to work?
I think,
6 months.
yeah, we have to get, maybe the Starfinder Society can send us somebody to help get her.
like a lawyer.
Oh,
Out of
what's his
the-
name? No, he worked for the college. The guy Waylos?
Waylos, yeah.
He worked for the college,
Yeah.
right? Okay, never mind then. I mean, there's got to be a Starfinder,
Embassy.
embassy or something here, you'd think?
Yeah, it's PAX Worlds, yeah.
Let's go find it and talk to someone there.
Okay.
Okay.
Hey, Siri, where's the nearest Starfinder embassy?
Ask again later.
It's a magic
Damn it,
fucking
Siri.
8-ball. I also
2019, this should work.
I was expecting Rats to open his social media up, and it's all his fans all these fake rumors oh, is he dead? He hasn't been spotted for all this time, and they're all mourning or whatever.
Holy shit. Yeah.
That's what I thought when he said all these emails. I'm yeah, it's all his fans saying he's dead, right? No, something way lamer happened.
Rats.
I'm just kidding.
Rats goes on to space YouTube and uploads a video of himself. He's like got his camera out. It's like, hey guys, Rats here. What's up, nerds?
It's his new thing now.
Yeah, I need some help. Let's get free Kima trending. Hashtag free Kima. No, it's not a sex act. Although she does. Let's not get into that. I am still alive. I've been doing some crazy shit. I'll have a vlog posted about that later in the week.
Don't forget to like and smash that motherfucking subscribe button.
Ring that bell.
Hit the bell icon.
So you can be the first to get my new videos.
This video was sponsored by energy drinks.
Just all of them.
All of them.
Put them on.
I'm very good at what I do.
I love them all. All of the drinks. Yeah, Dr. Mahali and Dr. Safsarni head out.
I imagine they're sitting there watching him do this vlog.
Yeah.
Like, they probably don't know who he is.
Did we just give this guy a grant?
Hey. What up, Rats Nation? What up, Rat Pack? How you guys doing?
Of course, it's the Rat Pack.
That's a good name.
No, yeah, it is.
I guess we're gonna go find this, or at least attempt to find it if there is one there, and then try to get Kima free, I guess. Even though she kind of did it to herself.
Hey, I helped you out there.
So you're heading to find the Starfinder embassy.
Yeah.
Okay. You make your way. It's pretty easy to find. Presumably, take a taxi or something from the gates, and you roll up to the Starfinder building. This one, like, it looks like a lot. Like, where's the one on Absalom Station is kind of like a gunmetal gray. It's kind of very. It's the epicenter of like knowledge, but it's kind of almost like cold. But this one is like this white marble. It's very like inviting. I mean, you walk up to this one and it's like much like the rest of this planet. It's just warm and vibrant and inviting. Like, this feels like good. So even though you're here like on these terrible circumstances, like, you know, you walk in and you feel at home as Starfinders. You walk in through the front doors. You're greeted by a security agent who acknowledges your membership and escorts you over to the front desk. And over at the front desk, there is a large Vesk sitting there. And he says, "What brings you in here today?"
Bitches.
Yeah.
You see, our party member, who is a Starfinder, just got arrested, and we were wondering if you could help us out with that.
Yeah, what's her name?
Kima.
Or Raya, I think. Right?
That's all I know.
Oraya.
Array?
So he's like
Oraya.
clacking away at the computer. Kima Oraya.
Hey, no signs of her in the system.
Yeah. Well, that's not good.
We can't help her.
Yeah, she's fucked.
She's a goner.
Well, I've got a message for you from Chiskisk. He said he wanted to speak to EP about something.
Ooh, EP?
I'll go ahead and patch you guys through if you like. There's an annex over on the side. You can speak with him.
Rat's kind of side-eyes EP, like, what? He just wants to talk to EP? That's weird.
EP walks over to, like, a computer terminal and data jacks in. God damn it.
Sticks his pelvis out.
So, are you guys
So it was
gonna
a message, right?
Yeah, well, the message was for you to contact him, so you're going over the annex to communicate with him. The rest of you, like, are you going over with him, or are you kind of just staying back?
I'm probably just gonna go sit and wait.
Okay.
If he's just talking to EP, I don't think I'm not gonna go eavesdrop.
Okay.
You can anyway.
Yeah, I could go sneak over and turn closed captioning on.
There you go.
Well, that's what I wanted to know, if, like, I
So
need
you
to
can
divulge
detect
this to you
bombs.
guys or not, so.
I guess not.
Okay. So anyhow, EP, you're speaking with Chiskisk, and he says, I see that you made it back from the wilds. We received your transmission regarding the information that you uncovered, and we have everybody looking in on this right now to see what we should pursue. However, I wanted to speak to you specifically regarding your report on Kima.
Good news, she's in jail.
Well, yeah, he basically just relays that what happened when we got to Kabarat, and we got back from Kabarat, or got back from Ukalam to Kabarat. Basically, he's just like, she's in jail.
Chiskis says, yes, I looked into the matter as I said, and unfortunately, there is not much that we can do as far as the society in this matter. She is facing very many charges, and were they internal to the college, we might be able to talk something over, but she involved media reporters and a whole lot of outside eyes, and this is not going to go away. I will do what I can here to help her, but this is out of my hands. We cannot have Starfinders breaking the law. I speak to you because you spoke to me in confidence, but this is not privileged information. You are free to share this with your party members, but that is up to you. However, we do want you to be sure to relay the other information regarding your findings, and we will contact you shortly with the next steps, should you all choose to accept the mission. Is there anything else?
No.
I look forward to our next communication. And he clicks out. Boop. And you unjack your penis.
Yeah.
God damn it. You like...
So, yeah, he heads back to the other two and relays all the information that he got from him.
Everything, like even about Kima?
Yeah.
Domarch kind of like just sits with his head in his hand. He's just like, oh my... So what are we gonna do about it now?
Can we like roll a culture check to see how the government works here?
What are you looking for specifically? Just
Like how long it would take
For like a trial or something?
or something.
Yeah, you can do that. You guys are Cashville natives, so yeah.
Well, I'm Ukalam native.
I'm
True.
catching.
Well, I would say you could take 10 or 20. You could take 20 on that because you could research this.
True.
And you would have a pretty good understanding that she's been arrested. She'll be put before a judge within the next 36 hours, and then beyond that, she'll receive a trial. Should she be at least, found to be guilty of these charges, she'll have a trial within like next month or so.
Yeah, so like I'm like reading through and like saying like, if she's found guilty, it's going to be at least maybe a month till the trial. I don't think we have that much time. I mean, maybe we can go talk to a judge, try to
Expedite.
expedite her.
Might I say this is a perfect time for you to go back and see your brother. This is just a vacation for all of us right now. If I'm in there for a month...
I mean, the galaxy's at risk.
Yeah, we don't have time for this.
Was that Rats or you?
Yeah.
Domarch kind of like... I mean, are you suggesting we just leave?
I'm suggesting...
We don't have time. And again, as Rats is like pausing, like Domarch again sees like... Again, he still like thinks he sees like Tahoman off like in the background. And he kind of like looks at it for a second. And he just kind of like squints and like shakes his head. He's just like... and it just disappears. It's like in a puff.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa, man, this is crazy.
My name's Cheech.
Rats looks back up and he's like, I think I'm suggesting we have to get Kima out of there.
The Yankees. Oh, alright. Second question. Are you suggesting we're gonna break her out?
I think I am.
Oh, I mean, mate, I'm from here. I plan on coming back. I don't want to come back and face jail time.
Then we can't get caught.
Alright, we're going to Mission Impossible now.
Good thing my disguise is a +0.
Put one of those masks over.
Put his EP.
Tilt his body.
It's like just over like the sea pods. Like
Super realistic human mask.
It's like there's like a 6 foot tall human running around with these two other assailants. They're just like dish, dish, dish. I mean,
Are you guys... Either way, are you guys gonna plan to like talk to her?
Yeah, that's what I was wondering.
Yeah, we're probably gonna go like tell you like.
Yeah, because I feel like she right now would be waiting on you guys to give her some information.
No.
Oh, okay.
You have plenty of time to wait. You're in jail.
You got a month. She's gonna have like those carvings of like days, but it's like she has like a bunch of them. Like, Kima, we've only been gone for like an hour. It's like, how many days has it been?
We have 36 hours that we can research to try and bust her out of this jail before it's too late.
EP. Oh my god, he's not gonna.
God. Des. Domas doesn't want to leave her, but Ryan wants her to. Ryan wants to leave. She's dug her own grave. This is her fault.
I agree. All those decisions she made in the beginning when we got here were really fucking stupid.
And I was talking to Chris on the way out to Chicago, and I was joking. I'm like, so when we get back to Cabrat, they're gonna be cops waiting for her, right? Like, like as a joke.
The face he just
He's
gave
like,
Chris
I
was
didn't think
so
about
funny.
it until you mentioned it.
Let's just go talk.
Let's
to
go to the
Talk to
jail, police station,
the
whatever.
holding place. Maybe we can try to like
See what's up.
see what we can do. You
Post
know?
bail.
Depending on how much it is.
Yeah.
I mean, what are the charges? Do you have it written down, or you don't know?
No, you can find out when you go to the
Okay,
prison.
yeah, let's go to the wherever she's being held at. I assume like just a jail,
Yeah, the Cabaret City Jail.
like the police station.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, run ahead over there.
Saloon.
You guys, it's a hop, skip, and a jump, and you actually hop, skip, and jump over there.
It's right across the street.
It's right across the street. And you walk in,
It
and
should be.
you find Detective Leokis. And he's like, yeah, what can I do for you?
All right, mate. Look, and he like puts his hand over his face for a second. Tomas and he goes, "All right, what are the charges being brought up against Kima?"
Well, seeing as you're Starfinders, I guess I'll share that with you. Because normally this would be privileged information, but I know you guys just did a great service. So, I'll do this for you. She's been charged with illegal use of a firearm, assault and battery on several ranking reporters. High-profile names here. There's felony property damage to all of their equipment. I don't have to tell you right there that the felony charge is going to get her a lot of jail time. As far as anything else, well, those things kind of just trickle in over time. There's a few reporters that are going to sue for emotional distress and stuff, as they always
what a
do.
bunch of pussies. Oh, they got wet.
Shut up, you're not there.
You're in the back. Shut
I
up. I mean, can we see her at least? Like, can we let her know what's up?
Yeah, I think I can arrange that. Yeah. Come back with me. And he kind of like, motions for a couple more officers to come over. They lead you back. You go through a secured door, through like a checkpoint gate, and you get back into the prison. And this thing, it's, again, like everything in Cabrat. Like, you would think like this is a dark, dirty prison, but this is like a really nice looking place. I mean, just white, everything's clean, everything looks good. And you make your way pretty far back to like one of the last holding cells. And Kima's just sitting there on the bed. So I imagine she's kind of like, what took you so long?
Yeah. Took you guys a while.
I mean, you seem kind of chipper, feeling how the situation might play out. But I got some news from Chizkiss. They really can't help you out of this. They said if it was, stay within the college, then maybe. But since it didn't, kind of gonna have to let this one play out.
Let me guess, it was the reporters, right? They can't handle a little bit of rainwater.
Well, sure that, but I think he mentioned some felony, like property damage, which is probably your biggest offense. So, yeah. Like I said, we're gonna try to do everything we can out here, but from what it looks like, it's not gonna get any better for you.
I mean, I can't say this is the first time I've been behind bars for a misunderstanding.
I'm curious, but I also don't want to know.
I mean, I appreciate you guys looking into it, and I know that there's other business that needs to be done, and you can't be waiting around for me. I mean, I completely understand if you guys need to go back. I can always catch up. I have ways to get out of this.
Thinking Donuts kind of looks around. He's like, I mean, you're in some pretty deep shit, Kima. Not that I doubt your abilities or anything, but I mean, they don't see you getting out of here for a while.
Yeah, and you guys, I mean, you don't want to be sitting around and waiting.
Well, we're gonna try to do our best to maybe, I don't know, get you out, or at least sent back to Absalom so we could at least get back there to, get our next assignment. Maybe. I don't really know what the next step of the plan is. But just let you know, we're not just gonna up and leave without trying to do something.
I mean, I appreciate it. Just don't do anything stupid. You don't want to end up behind here too.
Yeah, don't plan on it. Was I the only one that went back? No.
I assumed everybody went back.
Yeah.
Oh.
Rats is making a mental
map of
the jail.
Listen, I didn't necessarily want to have to share this information with you. I was hoping to take care of it myself. And I let a lot of time pass. And, I mean, EP, this doesn't necessarily concern you, but you're, you're part of the team, and I trust you. You guys I don't think I ever told you about him, but, I used to work for, I guess you want to call him a bad guy at this point, and, for whatever reason, he was after Krios. I don't know what the history was, what problems Krios got himself into. But shortly after we got back to Absalom from the Drift Rock, right? From the Drift Rock?
Yes.
I was contacted by my boss, by my old boss, and he said he wanted Krios' body. And I told him I'd have to think about it. I didn't want to give it up. You know, I mean, he was a friend. But he didn't want to wait around, and whatever means necessary, he took them. So, if you guys do decide to go back and I'm not with you, I mean, that's that. I'm sorry I've held on to it, but we've kind of been in some heavy situations, and I didn't want to throw that on you too.
So, your old boss stole our friend's dead body. Huh.
Yeah, you can see the look on Rat's face change. He stopped calculating stuff, and he's like staring directly at Kima.
Yeah, Domash is kind of like, he's like thinking about it, and he's not like, he's kind of just like, so, okay, do you know why?
I wish I did. I mean, I don't know what kind of shit Krios got himself in, or who wanted him to disappear, or why they wanted him. I mean, I intend to find out, but I haven't had time with everything else we've been into.
Someone's hungry. Yeah, Doma's just kind of like, he can't say anything. Like, he's just a lot of loss of words. He like looks down at Rats, like, to see what he's like, because he hasn't said anything for a while. So he kind of like looks down at him. Like, any input there, mate?
Your old boss wanted our friend's dead body, and you had to think about it?
He wanted me to retrieve it. I didn't think he was... I should have known, but I didn't think he was just going to take him.
You had to think about desecrating our friend's dead body.
Like, hearing, like, Rat's getting a little more angry, Domash kind of goes, oh, I might, look, I'm just as upset as you are, but I don't, like, just deep breath, mate, it's alright.
No. This isn't alright. Krios was our friend. And he died helping us get out of that rock. And somebody asks you for his body, and your first answer isn't no?
Domash is like, he's kind of like uncomfortable. Like, he kind of like peers down the hallway, like, see if any guards are kind of like paying attention. Oh, mate, look, we don't need to get in prison here like she is. Look, I understand. That's fucked up. Like, Kima, I have no words for you right now. I can't think of how unlawfully stupid that was just to say you'd think about it. But maybe if we go back to Absalom, we can get his body back. I don't know. We gotta go.
Listen, I mean, you are completely justified in being pissed off at me. Like, I'm pissed off at myself because I allowed him to intimidate me, and bad choice on my part. Yeah, I told him I'd think about it, and I didn't tell you guys, and for that, I really am sorry.
You know, he was the first person I talked to when I came here. He was like my first real friend since I left home, and this just makes me feel really sick that our friend can't rest in peace now. He just kind of like walks a few feet away. I can't look at you right now.
Hey, y'all, gonna have to wrap this up now. Got any final things you want to say? Get them in here, because we gotta get the wheels of justice turning. You guys gotta get out of here.
Do what's best for you. I've made a lot of mistakes recently. It's my job to get myself out of it, and it's my job to make it up to you guys. Do what you need to do. Go back to Absalom. Get things on your side sorted out, and I'll figure out what to do for me. And I hope one day you guys can forgive me for it.
No. I won't. when you get out of here, Kima, and it's going to be a long time, I don't want to see you around the Starfinder Society. You fucked up, Kima. Bad. You did a lot of crazy things when we got here. And we picked up your slack. Because we were all in it together. But now, the trust is gone. He couldn't just say no. He couldn't have told anybody that they were coming for our friend. That's fucking sick. And you should be ashamed of yourself.
Domash just kind of walks over and like kind of grabs Rats by his shoulder. He's like, mate, you gotta hear the same I'm sorry over and over again. Don't waste your breath. Come on, we gotta go. He doesn't even spare Kima a glance. He says, have fun at your trial.
So you guys head out.
Does EP say anything?
I think he's gonna let you all do your thing because he didn't know Krios.
Oh, that's right. That's fair.
He's data jacking into the wall.
he's like, this data jack's not working. You just hear ting, 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 ting.
It's just like a headphone jack.
Yeah. I don't have a lightning cable adapter. I can't.
So while you guys are walking away, before EP turns to leave, Kima just says, "Hey, I'm sorry for the problems I've caused. Look out for him, will you? And maybe I'll see you around."
I will.
And she goes back to sit down.
You guys head out. You're on the front steps of the police station. Left your comrade behind.
Yep.
Where are you guys headed?
Domash kind of like sits down for a second and he like looks at Rats and he's like, I don't know about you, mate, but I could use a drink right now.
You can go get one. And Rats heads back to the ship.
Domash just tries to go for the first like pub or whatever he can find.
Alright. EP, I guess tag along with Domash since you guys are good buddies.
He's gonna go to the ship.
Okay.
I honestly don't think I've ever mentioned it, but one of the first things I bought for Rats is one of those Aeon stones.
Yeah.
You did mention it. You said he doesn't need to eat.
Yeah. So he doesn't have to eat or drink.
Yeah, that's proof.
I thought it was a flavor thing because he grew up on Akiton in like a barren thing.
Yeah, no,
like,
that makes sense.
One of the first things he got was something that I'll never starve again.
Mm-hmm. So you guys are just gonna leave her. Heading on back. It was evening time, and now it's about 9 o'clock at night. Getting ready to turn all the lights out in the prison. Lights go out, just except for dim, like security lighting. All's quiet, and then there's like the sound of some faint footsteps. Kima, you kind of are reflecting on what your former friend said, and you hear these footsteps approaching your cell. They get to the middle of the bars, and this figure is just walking in a complete profile to you down the center of the hallway. Stops right in front of you and like does like this 90-degree turn on their heels, faces you, and with the lights behind kind of casting a shadow on their face, can't quite make out who it is. They approach the bars, put their hands up, and there's just enough light when they get that close. You're staring into the eyes of Krios. See you next week.
What the fuck? What? What?
Make sure to check out our website at adventureawaitspod.com. There you can find links to our Facebook and Twitter and keep up to date when we release new episodes. And a big thanks to Sirenscape for providing music and sound effects. Check them out at sirenscape.com, where you can revolutionize your tabletop gaming experience.